Hi, everybody. All of the luck has transferred to my free-to-play account. I don't get any luck on the main account anymore. What's up, Nick? What's up, Freak? How y'all doing? Yeah, like only 4 sacreds. I don't know how I am so low on sacreds on the main. Because I'm so low, I may have, like, gemmed myself out of going for these prism crystals here. I don't really need to. I did the easy one, the ice golem one was easy, but I really, only one I want out of here is Feral Barkhorn on the main account. And even that, I don't even know that. I mean, he's great, but I just don't know that I would put him into any of my... Actually, yeah, he'll probably go into one of my lower teams, like one of my second or third team for Hydra. I don't know. Make sure my mic is working. Yeah. So yesterday, did any of you guys watch the video I uploaded last night? So I spent, I don't want to be too hyperbolic, but I don't know exactly how long I took, but I feel like I started editing that around 9:45, maybe 10 o'clock, and I didn't finish until midnight. Like, I was editing that video for a long time. Oh, they don't have gear. I was very proud of it in the end, though. It was just a lot of work to get it to that finished product. And then, so the reason I brought it up was because I recorded, there's a bit at the end, right, where I'm like, hey, Roadblock from the future here. I'm actually going to be opening shards on Friday night, not Friday morning, right? And when I did that, my microphone was muted. So I did like I did 5 takes of that bit. Because the first one I flubbed a word and I was like, no, I'll just redo it. The second one, I was like, I realized I wanted to say something different halfway through, and I was like, oh, let me start over. The third time, I said what I wanted to say, and then I was like, I uploaded it. I didn't upload it to YouTube, but I added it to my edit, and I go to play it, and I'm just like, what is going on? I realized my microphone was muted, so then I had to re-record it, and then I flubbed again, and I just it was such a nightmare getting this tiny little like 30-second bit out for you guys just to say like, hey, I'm not gonna be opening shards, I'm not streaming Friday morning. Oh man. All right, we're close. So probably like another. Hang on one second. What are you getting into? Is he on? Can he show up on camera? I guess, yeah, you can kind of see him there. He loves going in his kennel. His door's open. Like, he can come out if he wants, but he just goes and hangs out in there. What I want to do at some point, I've mentioned this before. I have a higher res camera that I want to set up as my main camera for streaming. Um, and then have this web camera set up for my dog. I love my dog. Super proud of my puppy. I don't know that I've ever shown a picture of him on here. To be honest, I'm not sure how many pictures I have available. Oh, I need to still do my clan boss. I'm really thinking of starting a Wixwell team on the main account. My unkillable team is fine, but it's not 100%. Like, it'll fail every now and then, especially if Spirit Affinity is out there. Hey, what's up, Mikolaj? How you doing? It's so crazy to me that one of my main account or my free to play account is like the highest damage dealer to clan boss in my clan now. So who's excited for tomorrow? You're melting. It's so hot. Are you in the States? What is the temperature? I think right now it's not. I was just outside. We had rain yesterday, so it's not. Yeah, it's a little cooler for me today. It's gonna be in the 80s. We had big thunderstorms come through. You're in the EU, Poland. Okay. I was gonna say I think I'm like No, but I'm not Polish. I'm Dutch. Well, okay, that's not true. So my family told me, like, this might not. I don't know if this is a thing in the EU, but in America we do like a heritage project, and so I asked my grandparents. I was like, oh, where did we originate from? And I was told from the Netherlands, but 23andMe said that I'm like British. So I don't know. I don't know what's true or not. Oh yeah, I can't do any more Cursed City here. I do need to do Tomb Tower. Well, okay, I want to do a gear cleanse really, really badly. I know that's not like riveting stuff, but we've only got 3 minutes until Live Arena too, and I really wanted to do Live Arena. But I think I need a gear cleanse on this account right now? Yeah, so even the free to play is loaded right now. So one thing I'm gonna do, and this is crazy to think that I'm gonna do this, but I am. Um, mm, no, yeah, those never make the cut. Some of them might. So the ones I kept speed set stuff because there'll be times where it's like I really need a piece just to make the speed set work. Um, and then there's definitely some blues that in like certain sets that I would want to keep, like stone skin protection, that kind of thing. The problem was when I did the Iron Twins thing, I left on rares because I hadn't updated the gear filter on it. But I'm pretty much done with rare gear at this point. So like now I'll do just new, rare, and I'll sell all that. What's up, twin? It's so like frustrating because I want to go through piece by piece, but it's so tedious. I also don't feel like it makes for very good content either. How much longer do we have on Cursed City? A week, okay. Alright, Live Arena's up. Let's do it. Almost got our chest here. I'm curious when we'll get the news about the upcoming fusion. I didn't see anything about it this morning. I lose this one. I think even if I win the... What's up, Ahmed? Even if I win the speed battle, I still lose here. Good, how are you? Farmed Ice Golem event, got your Prism, sadly got a Hoscurl. Someone... Oh, shoot. I forgot to reply to Hyper. Hyper asked me if Hoscurl was any good. I gotta reply to them real quick. He was good, but I wanted any Lego from those. Those were good Legos. Yes, they were. Um, yeah, I think Hoscurl's okay. I used him on my free-to-play challenge account. I don't know how good he would be outside of those conditions. You know, that was a epic only conditions, right? Which raises the value of that champion quite a bit. So, okay. Can I kill her? I cannot. Oh, but that's because she had unkillable, not for any other reason. We'll just get rid of that unkillable. Oh yeah, no, by all means, don't take your turn. Oh, he does hit hard. I never got the opportunity to build him for that. I was using him for clan boss and decrease attack. Those 100 gems are really nice to get right now. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, I didn't build him. I didn't build crit rate or anything on him, is what I'm saying. Like, he just was all, I think, accuracy and base stats. Hey, Roadblock, how's it going? I've been farming to get Valerie for the last 2 days and finally got her, so I'll have all the pieces for the rosin fusion. Well, congrats. Can I make a suggestion about that? Well, are you going for Ramantu? Okay. If you're doing it for Ramantu, I would wait to do it during CV. Well, as far as waiting to do it during CVC or a fusion, I don't. That's personal. Like, if you think you're not going to be able to complete a fusion without having it, then I would hold on to it. Like, that's what I do in my free-to-play account. I don't pull stuff on the free-to-play account because I may need those resources later. Uh-oh. But on the main account, I would pull it during a CBC. Yeah, because that'll come in handy in a champion chase, right? Yeah, he's a good early game epic, I'd say. Hoskrol. Those speed increases I made to Armand's paid off on that last fight. I didn't really acknowledge it because we've been talking about other stuff, but that's huge for my Armands to come in clutch like that. I think Kaimar's aura is higher, but I have a feeling Kaimar might not be built for speed as much as Arbiter would be. Obviously, if their Kymar goes first, I just lose. Wow. What kind of build do they have on their Mithrala? Look, I'm not saying that Armand's isn't good, but like mine should not be built enough to break Mithrala resistance. That's crazy. I think they need to rethink their Mithrala build there. What's up, LOL? Yeah, I spent pretty much all gems and shards trying to pull Geo. If you're going for epics, better to save your shards till 2x. Might not be a simple answer, but have you got any strategy on how to get the best balance when building a champ? Example, my Ugo has high HP and accuracy, but using in Hydra, noticed she was too slow. Let me open this chest real quick and think a little bit about my answer. I don't know that I would want like accuracy, like a 6-star accuracy would be good, but no speed on this. Flat attack by. Okay. So I don't know whether to drop HP for more speed, etc. Elo speed is the most important stat on any champ. No speed, no use. Fair assessment, but to accurately answer your question, right? So how to balance stuff. One thing that's important to remember is what they're used for. So Ugo, right? Your Ugo is your decreased defense and your block buffs for Hydra. Maybe they're your decreased defense champion across the game. That's a possibility, right? Well, let's take a consideration about let's use raid stages tool, right? So something that can go wrong when building a champion that needs accuracy is potentially building them too high. So I'm just going to say, let's assume you're doing just, we'll say brutal Hydra. Just, you might be doing Nightmare. I don't know, right? But let's assume that you're doing that. So if you do raid stages tool, you'll see that you only need at most 280 accuracy, right? At most. So if you're rocking an Ugo with more accuracy than that, like I've got 300 accuracy on my Deacon. That's too much. But I use Deacon in PvP. So I need that much accuracy, right? It's stuff like that to consider as far as balance. Now, as far as balancing between HP and speed and all that stuff, if you're building a champion, so let me show you my Ugo build from my Hydra team. So I'm lucky enough to get mine in Relentless. Now she's a little slow. She's only 244 speed, but that's reasonable enough. Accuracy is 357. So remember I said 380. I use her a Nightmare, but I do bring I think I bring increased accuracy for the team and stuff like that. So it's never a problem. Speed on the boots, right? Defensive stats on your two main percentage ones. And then up here, you're looking for speed and accuracy. Every single one of these pieces has speed and accuracy. Right? And then obviously, if you can, speed on the banner, but, you know, that can be limiting. I don't know if I have any better accuracy banners that might have more speed. As you can see, I do not, right? So this is the best banner for my Ugo, even though it doesn't have any roll on the speed. It's still better than not having speed, right? Yeah, I agree. Speed is king. You need those block buffs always up, so she needs to take a lot of turns. Yeah, with a small roster, I'm kind of using champs across a lot of areas of the game. I wanted to ask some advice. I just got my third 60 Kale. I already have Alhain, my starter champ, and Geomancer. Should I go for Wukong or Haikatoon? Wukong. So that's a very quick, easy answer for me. I say Wukong simply because you don't have a legendary that's 60 yet. So build your Wukong, and then you can funnel all of your resources into that Wukong. Easy peasy. You don't need to do. And honestly, you'll probably find better champions than Haikatoon along the way. I don't think I've leveled Haikatoon on either of my accounts to 60. I think I have a 50 Haikatoon on this account. She might be hidden away. I could be wrong too. Yeah, there she is, level 50. This is the main account. On the free-to-play, she's still 40. So, I'm not a Haikatoon hater or anything. It's just, you'll probably find better champions along the way. Like, once you get Arbiter, or, I mean, I had Deacon, so I didn't really need Haikatoon. But, you know, grain of salt there. Also, in PvE areas, you need more accuracy on high stages. So would you ignore the revive mechanic she has? I think I'm trying to build champs to use all their skills, but maybe a bad idea. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, okay, look, Ugo's revive is great, but it's highly situational, and there's no way to guarantee it. I understand your logic. You're saying, oh, if I build her super tanky, she'll be the last person to die. Affinities is a thing. You can't, crits are a thing. You cannot guarantee that Ugo is your last person to die and revive your whole team. Also, if you're building a team in which they are likely to die and Ugo's revive is a thing, then you're building your team wrong. So I'll show you my Nightmare team really quickly. I'm not going to save the battle or anything, and we're not going to do the whole thing. But, right, so Nightmare, really big damage, right? Like, this is really hard to keep people alive. Let me get the right team. Krizia, yes. Newt, yes. Archer Queen, yes. Both them. And Ugo. Yes, you go second. I want you here. I want that. Okay. All right. So, like, first of all, if you look, my legendary way more HP than her. Now, this is a reviver, so, but that's not why. She's HP based. She gets bonuses from her HP, things like that. But, the point that I'm kind of trying to make here is this hurt. This is going to hit really, really hard, right? So once they start taking their turns, I kind of want you to see the... Obviously, I bring a big shield. Bad example. We haven't seen any damage come out yet, but... Block buffs is up, sure. Also, I use her... I don't save this ability. I use this to remove heal reduction and do a little bit of extra healing on my team from time to time. But the main focus of this isn't supposed to be on the damage. I just have to wait for the Hydras to take a turn. But this, in turn, shows you the benefits of speed, right? How many turns, you know, have I taken before they've really laid into me? I've been able to set up my foundation here before they had an opportunity to really do a lot of damage. That's a big hitting attack. I'm still very, very healthy here. You know, that's the kind of stuff that I'm trying to represent. That, you know, you want to facilitate, you want to support this team in the right way that gives them the proper survivability. Whether that's big Mithralis shields, that's how I used to do it back before this particular team. But Ugo, yeah, see, that's a big hit. My team can take that no problem. We've got increased defense out. We've got other survivability mechanics, right? We have ways to mitigate and survive. We had a big heal there. Newt didn't get healed because of that debuff. But again, you'll see that my Mighty Ugo can throw out her mini cleanse. And stuff. That provoke took its toll on me, but now I get to, cleanse everybody. We put big shields back on everybody. I'm not saying to use this team or anything, but my point is to say that I am facilitating my Ugo, but not dependent on a revive. I have an emergency revive. That's one revive on this team, and that is White Queen Ancora's revive. I do recommend having an emergency revive, but I wouldn't build a great champion like Ugo just to revive. You want to keep these up. In fact, you'll see that they got buffs out. Like the heads are going to heal a little bit because I didn't have my Ugo's not fast enough to keep her buffs up. And now that that buff is up, I can do this and not worry about the counterattack being stolen. Now, ideally, I would run a Mischief tank, but I don't worry about that. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Thank you for putting it so succinctly, because I don't know that I would have been able to find the right words. You see what I mean, and look at what you need the champ for in your team and focus on that. But also facilitate that champion, okay? So you need decreased defense and block buffs, and you need it up all the time. So you build a fast Ugo. Mine's in Relentless so that I get multiple turns, right? But she does bring healing, but I don't want to count on that healing. So instead, I have Archer Queen. She can heal, right? That kind of stuff. Roadblock, I've been farming silver and gear ready for a Hydra team building takeover. If you think that could be good content, I will post updated roster on Discord so you can see if it's worth your time. Okay, yeah, post it. I think I'm making the same mistake with Arbiter. I'm trying to get a bit of accuracy. Oh, no. Yeah, yes, just go speed. 1,000%. So we've got... This is a great thing about having two accounts, is that I can show you what I've done on both of them. My main account, I think Arbiter is still my fastest champion. There she is. So 343 speed. I have 93 accuracy on my Arbiter. That is not what she's there for. She is not... Yes, she has this ability. Yes, it's great when it goes off. But this and this are so much more important to what you're trying to do with Arbiter. Ask yourself this. If you're building a speed team... Let me use my speed team real quick in Arena. If I can find a team that I can beat. This should be good for my speed team. I'm going to manual it because I don't know what we're looking at here. I don't need to sheep him. So I'm going to use this, right? I did technically decrease the buff duration on that, which is funny. Okay, so did I need it? Did I need the buff decrease? No. And that's the whole purpose of a speed team. Speed team means you go first, you take control. If you need Arbiter's buff removal capabilities, then you need to rebuild your team. And it sounds harsh to say something like that, but even on my main account, or my free-to-play account, So my Arbiter on the free-to-play is 305 speed. And this is a very similar team. I only run a speed team on this account. We come in here. Let's find like a decent team that I should outspeed though. Right? And I'll just do this one on auto. I actually wish I didn't sheep there. That was kind of a mistake, to be honest. Because I could have killed the Nishak by now, but it's fine. But take it off auto so he doesn't polymorph again. All it does is extend the fight in that particular scenario. But again, I didn't need that buff removal. Okay. I think I'm making the same mistake with Arbiter. I'm trying to get a bit of... Oh, wait, we already read that part. But think I should forget that and just go speed. In my head, I'm trying to use Arbiter to remove Stone Skin as my Armanz gets banned. If you're talking about live arena, I still don't think that's what you want out of your Arbiter. If your Arbiter is just too slow. So yeah, here's the thing. Like, I mean, Stone Skin, sure, Stone Skin is a problem. If you don't have Sun Wukong, that Stone Skin can be a bigger problem. And yeah, Armanz is going to get banned. I understand that. Usually, though, the Stone Skin champions are not the ones that are... It's not the nukers, right? Sometimes it is, but a lot of the times it's not. It might be like a UDK that's stone skinned or whatever, right? And you can just say, okay, cool. I just will... The UDK will live. Do I gamble and see if I can win the speed battle? Yeah. Because I lose either way. I'd rather leave both of them up and go for the speed win. Oh, okay. Yeah. He won the speed battle. Gotta respect it. Stone Skin is a challenge. But even then, when it comes to buff stripping, you still run into issues, right? Because polymorph is a thing. But really, the only time Stone Skin is a big problem if it's on a nuker. Is this the same guy? No, it's not. But, oh man, I'm so screwed. God, I wish I had Tormund. I mean, it's possible, right? The Sun Wukong ban is interesting. Wasn't expecting that. It's possible I'm faster than the Lissandra. I was not. No, it's not that. So I keep on getting distracted and not finishing my statement about Stone Skin and what, like, Stone Skin is a problem for you if it's on the Reviver, right? A Duchess in Stone Skin, a Pythion in Stone Skin, that's a problem for you, right? Because you won't be able to kill them, and the whole team, or a Cardinal in Stone Skin, because you won't be able to kill them theoretically, and they will revive the whole team that you just did kill with your speed team. Um, but who's doing the killing with UDK? So this UDK is likely in Stone Skin. I'm willing to bet. That's a weird blessing to have on UDK, by the way. I'll hit this with my speed team. Not in Stone Skin. Okay, bad example. Sorry. Really surprised they're not in Stone Skin, too. This UDK should be in Stone Skin. Yeah. So this one will prove to be a bit of a problem for my team, right? We've got several revivers over there. Try to remove the Stone Skin. That's one Stone Skin removed. Obviously, Armand's, you said, gets banned, so you don't have that option there for Live Arena. Big nuke. And now but basically, like, I waited out the UDK. I'm surprised that a UDK is able to do that much damage to you. Or is it like the Sun Wukong UDK combo? Is you can't get past that, because that's a difficult combo to face, right? You have to have a way to kill Sun Wukong while finding out a way to get through the UDK. I assume Speed Team is the only thing that you're running. Okay, so it's not the UDK that's actually killing you. It's just a member of the team, and you can't get past the UDK. Honestly, the only threat there is Sun Wukong, because if it's just a UDK and you can't get through him, you bring AoE abilities, and that will, you just do damage around him. You just work around him in that regard. But it is a little bit different when you're talking about Live Arena and the banning is the thing and everything. I don't know. Yeah. Why did I not get a critical hit there? Is Baron only 99%? That's crazy. One thing I would recommend would be, if you have a Phoenix, I would build him. Fenax is a counter to Ultimate Death Knight, regardless of Stone Skin. But I would also consider your own go second team. Fight fire with fire. There's definitely a point in this game where you kind of just have, that's the wrong account. You have to accept your losses too, you know? You have Fenax, but he's 40 and want to build Geo. Maybe Royal Guard, Mighty Uko, and Syl. Mighty Uko, by the way, is a good counter to Stone Skin, I think. Because he has buff removal. And you want to build him for that. Okay. I didn't get my cancel off on time. Remind me after this. Sorry, you just gave me an idea for a video. Remind me after this to go back on my main account and show you my go second teams. I have 2 of them. I wonder if I lose the Deacon. Oh, man, I lose. I don't know, maybe not. I bet you, unless there's an Arbiter here, I could just ban Harima. Yeah, we just ban Harima. Hang on, I hear my dog again. Nope. Oh, it's my son, actually. Thought it was my dog. No, you're fine. Did you find what you were looking for? Okay. Now that Hex is a real problem for my team. I'm not going to lie. But if I can get the freeze, that helps quite a bit. And Deacon doesn't have to worry about it that much. So this is kind of what I'm talking about, right? So now, yes, there's the Sun Wukong issue still. I'll go for the buff strip. Like, half the time I don't even remove the buff off of the UDK. Yeah, I think it's time that I get rid of the Deacon. The only reason I have Deacon is for decreased defense in a speed team, but if I can build my Sun Wukong better, man, I need to build. So man, this is where we run into issues, right? Because like, I need to build my Sun Wukong better, but I don't have a block buffs for Hydra, so I need to build my Ugo, right? But I don't have Ugo built yet. I need to free up champions to do other things. But yeah, if I could get my Ultimate Death Knight in Stone Skin and just use Ultimate Death Knight and a really, really well-built Sun Wukong, like full Savage, probably even attack boots, and just hope that he dies, and then because he comes back with full turn meter, you know? I might go for that. The biggest problem, though, is if my Sun Wukong is slow, I don't get block debuffs in Hydra. So I really need to level up Mighty Ugo. Or Mighty Ugo, wow. Ugo. Where's my Ugo? Where's that big, beautiful face? Where you at, girl? There she is. Okay. We'll have to... Oh, go second team. Yeah, okay. So grain of salt with this, right? Because you're going to be like, well, I don't have those champions, but I kind of want to go over the fundamentals of a go second team. So this is a fast team. Actually, this is a fast team with two big nukers, right? So you'll see it's even called second. So this is my go second team. Ultimate Death Knight, Pythion and Stone Skin, Ultimate Death Knight and Stone Skin, Mortu Macabre and Stone Skin, and Harima to reduce the defense ignoring ability. So that is my first go second team. My other go second team is not that one. Where's the one for... Yeah, so this is my... Hold up. I have to look in live... Tag Team Arena. Alright, yeah. So... The best version of the team is UDK, Mortu Macabre, Pythion, and Harima together. But I've split them for Tag Team Arena here, as you can see. But I'll show you kind of how the team works. Yes, there are other champions that can facilitate a go second team, but the concept is this. You don't die. Right now, we're probably going to lose because the Armands used sheep first and took all of my stone skin away, which is not ideal. And I don't have... I can't afford to kill this person. Yeah. So, straight up unlucky. I'm gonna retry that and see if I can keep my stone skin here. I'm just curious. Alright, I kept one of them. This is a really well-built team, I'm not gonna lie. Now you'll notice that I'm also surviving, right? Like the tank. Stone Skin did some of it, but my team is also tanky. So there's an important distinction there. The Armands is a problem. I can't beat the Armands with the way that they were doing that. This one I should beat pretty easily, if I'm honest. So you could use defensive-based nukers in a Go Second team like this, right? Doesn't have to be Stone Skin, just really high defense, really high HP champions that can take a hit or two, can do what you're looking to do. There's a version of a Go Second team that I really like. 2 weak hits? Are you kidding me? What are the odds of that? Mithrala is good for Go Second teams. Like, you can build a fast Mithrala and put a big shield up. You could bring bolster, shield set, and a big Mithrala shield, right? Like, and gain your survivability that way. There we go. I was like, one of those has got to hit. So if you had like a Phenax, now Phenax is squishy, which is where you would really need to have Stone Skin. Like, you need a way to keep a champion alive, which is kind of the main thing, right? Like, how do I keep champion, my damage dealer, alive? This is what's so great about Sun Wukong. If everybody else is tanky, Sun Wukong can do all the work for you. She has a revive, I forgot. Yeah. But you'll see, like, I'm still surviving. Stone Skin has been gone for a while now, and I'm still alive because I'm tanky, I've got shields, I have ways of mitigating their damage with Harima's passive. And I'm not saying you have to have Harima to build a Go Second team. I had a Go Second team for a while that was Pythion, UDK, Stultus Dragonbane, because he's a defense-based nuker, Ragash, Mishinaki, all defense-based nukers. But a team that I really, really like, and I don't know if I can find one at this level anymore, but I've always appreciated and respected it. Yeah, this one right here. All right, this is going to take a little bit to get through to. I do want to win it. I don't want to throw away a game here. So we'll do this. Arbiter doesn't give points for Summon Rush, but she does give points for Champion Chase, which is the tournament that we're in. Yes. Cardinal is her name. And I'm hoping this team will demonstrate it visually without me having to explain it. And so this is another Go Second team. Now, this one, I don't have a lot of Stone Skin, per se. But what I do have is a certain set of skills that makes me a nightmare for people like you. Now, Rhodos has a natural ability to take a hit, right? He can't go below 50% on one hit. So Rhodos is really good for Go Second teams. All right. Yeah. So there's Cardinal. So Cardinal is the only one in Stone Skin. Now, unfortunately, I picked the wrong team to kind of go against this to demonstrate the power of the enemy team and what they're trying to do. But let's assume that this AoE hit killed everybody, but not Cardinal. Cardinal revives with when she revives people, she revives them with full turn meter. Now, unfortunately, I have just a really good counter to this team in particular, because I have a Harima countering their only damage dealer. This is a bad choice of champions for this team. If you want to build a Cardinal team like this, you need to not build Mortu Macabre. You want to build like a squishy nuker. Like, you want your team to die, because honestly, the team is just outliving their own Stone Skin. It's kind of funny. I think I can kill this. Yeah. So I'll let that auto. But the concept is the following. So Cardinal revives with full turn meter. So the concept is that you bring a Cardinal, you put her in Stone Skin, she can't die. Right? Your whole team dies. Cardinal revives them with full turn meter. The enemy team has used all their stuff, because the common setup, right, is Arbiter first into additional speed mechanics, into decreased defense, into big nuke. Right? We saw that on my team. I go Arbiter into Armands, into Baron. I bring Tormund for speed because Baron ignores enough defense. I don't need to bring a decreased defense. But the traditional team does that, right? So if they go through all of their abilities, kill your whole team, and you then Cardinal revives them with full turn meter, now you just get to go. And your whole team is back, revived, and ready to go. So it's a really unique go second team. I'll bring up her kit for you, and you can see what I'm talking about. Revives all dead allies, heals them by 25% of their max HP, and boosts their turn meter to max. Now, there are certain flaws with that. So if you... Like, the idea is that the champion goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you revive your team. You have full turn meter. They would theoretically be at partial. But if they are so fast that they are then getting another turn, there is the possibility that they can still mess you up. Why do you avoid Arbiter teams? Because you don't win the speed battle? Yes, that is a big part of it. Because you went heavy accuracy, you'll more likely to lose that speed battle. So if I wanted to increase my Arbiter, and this is what I do this fairly regularly, especially when I'm streaming, right? So we want to have subsets of speed, and we want the highest speed possible. Let's look at equipped. Let's take off those set filters. Yeah, so no real upgrades for her. You'll notice I'm rocking a resistance banner instead of an accuracy banner. If you did run an accuracy banner on my main one, I run an HP banner. But I'm looking for whichever has the best speed on the, like what had the best speed rolls. So this one had a double speed roll. Pretty darn good. Yeah, 287 speed is going to be too slow. Obviously, my Arbiter on this account is, 343. That's too slow, by the way. I bet you if I go up against a speed team with an Arbiter, I have a feeling I lose this speed battle. Now, I still may win because my team is both speed and anti-speed. No, I win. Okay. God, the AI in this game. It was a terrible sheep target. Because now she can just revive her team. I'm going to have to give a little extra turn meter there and try to freeze her. Yeah, you know what? I'm running double nuker. I think it's time. How much? I've got a decent amount. I can rebuild one champion. By the way, was it John? Was it in Discord? Yeah, 10 million silver to rebuild a team is not going to be enough. It takes about like 20 million to rebuild a champion sometimes. So I'm trying to think real quick if I use Ultimate Death Knight anywhere that I need him to be fast, and I don't. So I'm going to rebuild my Death Knight here. Let's go for how much longer do I have in Live Arena? An hour for 3 keys. Let's see if I can get him going. All right. So I'm looking for HP percent and defense percent. I'm going to check. Well, that's right. We're doing Stone Skin. So we've got a defense percent chest. Is my Stone Skin gear really that weak? Huh. That's actually really bad rolls for me. This is a really bad piece. For what I'm trying to do, this is a bad piece. I need to be smarter about how I pick my gear. I'm realizing now. Okay, I like that. Also, let me check equipped, because I do have some stuff equipped. Alright, so now I want HP percent gloves. I don't have any in stone skin, so I'm gonna have to go with the stone skin weapon, but that's fine. So HP percent gloves with defense percent substats and resistance, I assume I would want more. Okay. And then the weapon has to be stone skin. So for substats, I'm looking for HP percent. A weapon. In stone skin. Nice. Pre-roll on HP. Awesome. That resistance, though, could be good. This is still more HP outright. So we'll do that. I don't think I have... I don't know if I had any stone skin. No, I don't. Okay. But I do want a resistance banner. With defense percent. Yeah. Defense ring with defense percent. Defense neck. I wonder if there's a better defense neck. Like a 6-star one. With resistance. I like it. Alright. So very slow. 110 speed. Perfect. Super slow. Almost 6,000 defense. This is pre-enchants too. We can use a couple of little enchants here. I will take that. I definitely would like accuracy. Just a little bit. More HP is welcome. There we go. This one is already... I want to upgrade the resistance on here. Okay. I was about to say anything other than a 1, but a 2 is kind of just as bad. I'm not moving away from stats over sets, but there are certain circumstances where sets do make a difference. You got to think about the impact of Stone Skin. And John, I'm not ignoring your comment. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But Stone Skin completely makes you unkillable. So what better stats are there than that? Right? Like, I'm not getting away from that principle. But in this instance, Stone Skin itself is better. But why do I still want defense on him? If he's not going to die anyways, why do I want defense? His shield. I am going to get a turn, theoretically, and then I'm going to put a giant-ass shield on my team to help them survive. So ideally, I would want to have a bigger version of that. And his shield is proportional to defense. So the more defense I have on my UDK, the more survivability I ultimately get. Nice. All right, so now we are 6,000 defense, 60,000 HP, with 246 resistance, too, at very, very low-level live arena here. I'm curious to see how this is going to work. My whole plan now is just to him and Sun Wukong. No, I know my resistance is low, but I've done everything I can in that department for now. This is a free-to-play account. This is, I'm not going for high-tier stuff. By the way, I don't suspect I'm going to run into a problem at this difficulty, if I'm honest. No, stats over sets is still the key. And you'll notice that I haven't done this on any other champion. What I would consider doing if I'm going to run a UDK Sun Wukong combo, what I would consider doing is putting Sun Wukong in Savage and not worrying about his speed, if that makes sense. I cannot afford to do that because I need Sun Wukong for Hydra right now. But as soon as I get Sun Wukong away from Hydra, because Sun Wukong revives with full turn meter, he doesn't necessarily need to be fast. Do they really think that a Rathalos can kill this team? If I were them, I would ally attack the Armands here. Yeah. Now, the reason that this is why I build my UDK super slow. I still have Stone Skin. He's gone through his whole rotation. I still have Stone Skin. Now, I'm finally going to lose that Stone Skin, but Armands should come back, unless I'm missing something. I'm not, sorry, not Armands, Sun Wukong. And this is where the problem with Sun Wukong will reveal itself. That he can't kill everybody here. This, again, is that problem with full turn meter, like I mentioned with Cardinal. Like, these champions are still out turn metering. Even though I'm full turn meter, they were also full turn meter because they're just too fast. Okay. Now, I know their Elba's going to revive, but I think I'm fine. The ally attack will be up if they target Sun Wukong. That's actually really good for me. They need to kill the UDK. If I had a way of getting full Stone Skin, like the 2 stacks of Stone Skin, it would have been better. Does he have his big AoE hit now? I think he... Yeah. Well, not that one. That's not the one I was talking about, but... If I could get 6-piece Stone Skin, this team would be much better. But also, Sun Wukong needs to be built to do more damage. Oh, John, yeah. Any particular dungeon sets, speed sets? Yep. I don't have to go UDK. I just kind of want to test him out right now and see if there's any tweaks or changes I want to make to him. I think completing the Stone Skin set is a big must. But the problem is I keep on throwing away Stone Skin gear that isn't speed boots, I think. And that's my bad. That's my mistake. Okay, so do I want to try to win the speed battle here that I think I could win? Or do I go with UDK? I think I go with UDK. I mean, I'm going to ban the Terrace, so I don't really need to... And you know what? The speed battle thing would not have mattered because of Helmet. Yep. Even just that one bit of stone skin on a UDK can make all the difference. Sun Wukong is such a good counter to it, too, because you can hit him with the A2 and try and polymorph him. The thing I love, too, about this team is I'm showing, hey, this is a speed team. This is like a really quick, I want to go first team. And then I hit them with the ultimate Death Knight on the back end. And they're like, wait, what? I also am giving a bigger boost to her turn meter because of his aura lead. Or his aura boost mechanic. Am I scared of this team? Duchess and Stoneskin? No. It's a fast Kymar. They're all under block. I decreased the stone skin with Arbiter. As I've been telling you that that's not the play. And then I went and did it. Cool. Probably should have done the single target hit there. Oh, that's so unlucky. Get some fears now.
think he fears here. Zargala, can she kill him? No. I think I'm okay then. Oh, Sun Wukong doesn't have any abilities right now. Yeah, so if I was to build my Sun Wukong stronger, so more attack, more crit damage, and then ignoring defense, because like we don't have any of that in his kit here, he would have been way more effective there. Not worried about accuracy. That's not what I'm looking for here. What's up, Andrew? How's it going? I'm talking about a nuker Sun Wukong. All right, Myth Chaser, take care. Have a good rest of your day. Like, I would still go accuracy banner on him. Probably. Like, I would still try to put accuracy in the kit. But I'm talking about going like super squishy but nuker and have him die. So that he can come back and do a bunch of damage. And he just hides behind a really strong Ultimate Death Knight, even though this Ultimate Death Knight isn't that strong. Why are my banners all ass? Like, this is a perfect sun. Let me do equipped too. What's up, Cedric? How you doing? Very nice. Ugh. I just don't have the gear. I just don't. I mean, unlucky rolls is definitely a part of it, but I also just don't have the gear. Right? Like, my thought process here was like, okay, what's the highest crit rate? So maybe this chest piece is better then. So what if we try the chest piece then? And then I can try to bring in shield and boots. So we go back down to, let's take that off. We come back to Savage. And let's look at Savage, shield, and boots with no filters. Whoops. Okay. I know I had a shield that had crit rate, crit damage, and accuracy. So that's fine. I have to hope for good crit rate. Fuck off. It's just not enough. So the only other thing I can think of I'm not mad about that roll, but I really wanted crit rate there. Yeah, a Slayer accessory would be ideal if I have it. So let's switch to accessories now and see. Oh, I think I gotta do it though, right? You know? To make it work, right? And then what's unique about this is I didn't decrease my speed that much. He's still 180. He's actually faster. I lost a little bit of crit damage. Alright, so now let's start enchanting. I really need a big attack roll here. I'll take a 4. I'll take a 6. I'm actually not going to boost the resistance. I'm not worried about that. I didn't even see what his accuracy was, though. I don't know how much of a hit I'm taking there. 198? Yeah, it's pretty low. Oh, I can ascend this one more time, too, and get more crit damage, right? So that helped make up for some of my losses. Come on. Come on. Get out of here. Be nice. Not nice. Hey, there we go. Oh wow, I didn't realize I didn't have even the basic things. All right. 5400 attack. 99% crit rate with 222% crit damage. 215 accuracy though. Good news is I kept my speed. That's the important part. Hey, all right. That was a UDK hit, by the way. No, I should have took it off auto. Actually, no, because I don't want to revive him. I'm so glad I finally was able to pull it off. I'm going to record a video with you guys in chat and get my video done for the day, and then I can relax the rest of the day. They're going to do traditional... I'm going to leave that, too, to do that on camera. So, all right, I'm going to start recording here. Mikolaj, thank you. Seriously, thank you. You motivated me to do that. Sun Wukong, these are his artifacts. We've just did Savage. Oh, do I want to boost this up? I could get more crit damage, right, as a substat, or... Okay, whatever. Still, better to have everything at 16. Like, this is my bet. This is my flagship champion, right? Like, we want to have everything boosted. We don't want to have anything sitting there that's not great. And we'll get better gear down the line, too. I can ascend these two. If we're gonna, like... You said shoot it all, Joe, so let's shoot it all. There we go. A little bit of extra attack. I'll take it. I'll also complete a mission. Alright, time to record. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Savage with Slayer for crit rate. So I had to downgrade my crit damage neck to get Slayer to work because I needed that 99% crit rate. I was down by 5%. Actually, I don't know why I'm telling you this like separate. I'm about to record Painmeister, and I'll be going over everything. So you can just watch it live instead of watching the video later. But I'm going to record my video explaining the changes I made to Sun Wukong. So, that clapping could be a meme. Yeah. We should do, like, I should record that and just make it like something to put in my videos, maybe. Yeah, Ahmed's right. Also watch the video even if you watch it live. So, yeah, this is great because another guy was asking me about their Sun Wukong today. So I'm really excited about this video now. All right, we're gonna get started. Hello, everybody. I'm Roadblock. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video, and we are back on the free-to-play. I feel like I haven't made like a legitimate just free-to-play update in a while. I've been really happy with the content that's been coming out on my channel. I've done a lot of editing. The video that came out yesterday, oh my god, it took so long to edit, but I think it turned out really well. Didn't seem like there were any problems with the video. At least nobody said anything in the comments, so I was really happy with how that one turned out. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. And the big swing that I took and the shift that I made on my account. I was very proud of that. So I'm streaming right now, and in today's stream, I was kind of, you could call it an argument, a debate, if you will, with my chat about, my Sun Wukong. And I kept saying that, okay, I can't risk losing my Sun Wukong's power in Hydra. So I can't build him too slow. But I did a lot of changes. We were doing live arena, and I made a lot of changes to my account. So I put my Death Knight in Stone Skin. Haven't done this before on this account. It's only 4-piece. I can't make 6-piece work. I don't have HP or defense gloves, and I don't have HP or defense boots. If you're wondering why I wouldn't put him in speed boots, I could, I suppose. But the reality is that you want UDK in Stone Skin to be very slow. In most cases, I'm sure there's a case for the other side of the argument, but I would like him very slow so that Stone Skin doesn't fall off. Could they remove it just the same? Absolutely. But you're not really, that's out of your control. But you can control how long it lasts if they can't remove it. So work with what's in your control, right? So instead I just went with, high HP and defense stuff, and then defense boots. Would love to have had HP down here, but I liked that these were 6-star defense boots. Also, those boots aren't going to be used on anybody else. 6-star defense boots will not be used on this account for any other character. Might as well use it on UDK until I can get defense Stone Skin boots. And that is partially on me. I'm probably throwing them in the trash when I get them and saying, oh, I'm not going to use those. I'm completely forgetting about Ultimate Death Knight and the viability there. But I digress. What else do I want to update you guys about? Well, I opened this talking about Sun Wukong, and that was really the key. but I wanted to mention the Ultimate Death Knight changes because that was relevant. Because my thought process was, if I build Ultimate Death Knight in Stone's Kin super slow, I could build my Sun Wukong super slow in Savage Gear and have him do a ton of damage, right? Well, what ended up happening is the opposite. I actually have a reasonably quick, okay, reasonably, he's not the fastest, but 190 speed for my Sun Wukong now, 5,424 attack, 99% crit rate with 222% crit damage, but we now have Savage Gear. My Sun Wukong, to this point on this account, has not been in Savage Gear for the entire time. And I've managed to pull that off with 6-star crit damage gloves and an attack percent, a 6-star attack percent chest. I'm really actually happy with the build. It took some finagling to get it to work. The other thing I love about this chest is the triple crit rate. That's what allows me to use these weaker pieces of Savage. Ideally, when I look for a piece of Savage, I want crit rate, crit damage, attack percent. We have crit rate, we have attack percent. We have crit rate, crit damage, right? Like crit rate, crit. This is by the way, this weapon is a perfect piece. You've got crit rate, crit damage, accuracy, and attack percent, all 4 stats that you want on your Sun Wukong. So I'm very happy with this weapon, and this weapon is a big part of why I'm able to pull this off. But the biggest activator is the really high crit rate on the chest here. Now, I did have to downgrade my amulet. I previously had this one. Obviously, 6-star crit damage.
Shoot him, Kevin!
Hey, thanks for the subscription, Painmeister. Obviously, that crit damage is greater than this, but Slayer allowed me to get up to 99%. Masteries haven't changed on him. We still have the same old, always crit rate into crit damage, right? And then we're going Helm Smasher at the bottom. An argument will be made, and I'm going to see if it will allow me to do this, for Crushing Rend. I'm going to go Crushing Rend. Well, no, I did kill some people with Soul Reap in my testing. I'm going to leave it to you. You let me know in the comments what you think that you think I should do. Because Soul Reap, while great, is a little less valuable these days. One of the things that Soul Reap was great, it had really good substats. Because substats have been equalized amongst all of the blessings. It doesn't matter if I go Soul Reap or Crushing Rend. Crushing Rend will give me more defense ignore at the very first. I guess it's not that great, because it would only give me 1% extra defense ignore. Am I reading that right? Yeah, only 2-star on the Rend, but with it on Soul Reap, I get more stats, I think. 7,500, 750. So yeah, it's the same stats, right? But sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Yeah, 7,500, 750. Okay, I was looking at the wrong one. That's why I was confused. Soul Reap. There we go. Okay. But I do have that target threshold 4%. So I think it's better to do Soul Reap for now. Well, the True Fear doesn't happen until the higher levels of it. And at the higher levels, I would want Crushing Rend. Sorry, the comment was you get that fear, but the fear doesn't apply until you get the higher levels of Soul Reap. That's the High Awakening bonus, right? So that only applies here. Another argument could be made for Heaven Cast. but he doesn't get a lot of buffs before he attacks. So I think Soul Reap is fine for now. If I get a higher blessing, I would definitely go Crushing Rend. Especially because if you can get 6-star Crushing Rend, right? You've got 2 hits of Ignoring Defense for every 25 levels, so that's going to be an additional 2%. But here, this 6-star blessing is incredible. So that's 6% of Ignoring Defense on every hit, too. Really, really good. If I'm reading that correctly. I could be wrong. Feel free to let me know in the comments if I'm misunderstanding that. The other thing, too, why did I do this now? Well, 1, we were losing in Live Arena. 2, there is an artifact enhancement event going on, and the free gear removal right now. So I felt like it was a perfect time to go ahead and do that. Yes, I lost a lot of silver right before a fusion, but I feel confident in my silver stockpile that I have, as well as the gear that I have that needs to get cleansed. I was going to do a cleanse on camera, but I didn't have the motivation because it's so annoying. So Sun Wukong slaps now. He hit hard before. This is a relatively tanky team. I haven't tested it against this team. I'm going to put it on manual so I can kind of do what I want to do here. But that is a lot of HP. That's intimidating, right? Let's see. I don't know. Okay. He had the reaction ring. So I can't help that. But we can continue to maintain control here. Let's see what we do here. Not bad. They have a lot of reaction rings. I don't know. That shield that pops up that looks all like a soccer ball. That's the reaction rings. If you don't know what reaction rings do, I'm sure I have some in here. Yeah. So reaction has a 25% to change a critical hit into normal when attacked before first turn. Well, I was taking an affinity there. That's why I targeted who I did. Because everybody on that team was strong. All right, let's find... There we go. This is a pretty tanky team as well. I found earlier I did a hit against a UDK with Sun Wukong, which is going to happen here. So I have to be... I'm going to polymorph first. I hope that's not going to make me too slow. I'm going to remove buffs. I did manage to keep his accuracy reasonable. That provokes a real problem. Okay. We got control back. I can't tell. Yeah, he's still provoked. Yeah. I think we're going to be okay here, though. This is not going to land, right? Yeah, but I wanted to remove those buffs. That's fine. As long as he doesn't get... Yeah. This is not the best team to show off, but here we go. Let's see what we can do here. Regardless of the lack of damage to everyone else, I did just one-shot a UDK with my Sun Wukong. That would not have happened an hour ago. Like, an hour ago, that UDK doesn't die. And we're going to cycle back through a bunch of my abilities. So... normally, I don't want to revive the Sun Wukong, but because my whole team is dead, I kind of want to bring them back. Yeah. So I do think I can win that fight if I didn't make the mistake I made on the first round. And I should have pulled, let's refresh and find some tankier teams in that. Those are all speed battles. This is a pretty tanky team right here. Got big shields, 2 big shields. Lots of stone skin too. So this is what I should have done earlier. I should have took turn meter first and then polymorphed. I didn't take enough turn meter, unfortunately. Let's just kill the reviver. I don't really want to trigger unnecessary attacks right now. Polymorph. Because I know it's going to be resisted, but that would remove that. He's not going to have enough accuracy to remove her buffs either, but I don't mind the counterattack there. That should kill Valkyrie. Okay. We'll revive. Just single target hit here. Alright, Sun Wukong should kill her. Well, I wasted all of the good ones when you guys weren't watching, apparently. My chat will tell you. He slapped earlier. There we go. Alright, let's find a tanky team that isn't insane. This is still a speed battle, but it is a tanky team, so we'll see how this goes. This might not go very well. Yeah. I was gonna say, I've run into quite a few Xenas that have messed me up pretty bad. Do I care about reviving Yakarl right now? I don't think so. In fact, I may not need to run Yakarl at all anymore. That's a change that I may want to make. I'm actually going to polymorph her. Just in case. I'm going to do the speed boost here. I think... well, it's going to hit UDK no matter what, but I think I can still kill him. Alright. So, I didn't have as much overkill damage because it's a UDK, but it still worked. And we should freeze here. Sun Wukong should kill everybody here. There we go. What other team? I lose to this team no matter what. Ahmed, so if I revive Sun Wukong with Arbiter's Revive, this is an important thing to remember. If you guys are manualing your fights and you have Arbiter's A3 up, if you revive Sun Wukong with Arbiter's A3, he will not have full turn meter. When he revives himself, he gives himself full turn meter. That's an important distinction. So if you are manualing these fights, you're doing live arena, keep that in mind, because there will be situations where you're not going to want to revive your Sun Wukong because you would rather have him have full turn meter. Like, you could revive him with Arbiter and then he just dies again. If he revives himself, he revives with full turn meter. I got really lucky there. I mean, I know it's not gonna, yeah. I have increased attack. They are under strength, and we'll go for the Arbiter here. I think I can kill the Arbiter. Yeah. Go for the freeze on the Mortu. Yeah, so kind of a bad example because you guys didn't really get to see the before and after. He still hits hard. I mean, he hit hard before, but now being able to ignore that defense is making a big difference in his output. To be able to one-shot a UDK, that wasn't happening before. So I did lose some stats in order to make it work, but the plus side is that I'm keeping him fast so he can still do Hydra for me and do more damage in Hydra, which he wasn't able to do before. So I'm really happy with the changes that I made to him, and I really wanted to share that with you guys. Because he's just a lot stronger than what he was. And always room to grow, too. So I don't remember what my attack was. I suppose I could go look back at the stream and find out what it was before I rebuilt him, but he's actually faster now than before. He was at 5,000, so I gained about 400 or so. I lost about 20% crit damage, but gained 400 attack. However, the defense ignoring increases that damage output by so much. So I think that sacrifice was clearly worth it, right? Now, this brings me to the conversation about stats over sets. This was a conversation we were having in chat on the live stream. Someone was asking, oh, am I abandoning stats over sets? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But there's definitely a situation where sets can matter. So if we go back to the Ultimate Death Knight build, I'm putting my Ultimate Death Knight, who forces people to target him, in a set that makes him not killable for a whole turn. And then I built him super slow, so that one turn is a really, really long time. Right? So there's strategy there. Is this the best stats that I could have on him? No. Definitely not. But if I'm using him for arena, he fills a specific role, a specific need that I'm looking for. Especially when I have a very heavy-hitting Sun Wukong behind him, specifically in live arena. I could take Yakarl out now. I don't really need Yakarl. I perhaps could put Deacon back in so that I can give decreased defense. Let's give that a try in arena here. Um, let's do this team. No, let's do this team. Yeah, so I'm going to take out Yakarl and put Deacon back in. So Deacon is in there now as my decreased defense champion. That's his primary role. So Armanz controls the turn. I don't want to polymorph. Well, I didn't realize Yumiko was free, but it doesn't matter because she's not going to get a turn. Well, we landed one decreased defense. That's fine. And now we'll actually hit that target with our A2. There you go. That's more like it. That's what I've been trying to show you guys. He can really, really smack. And that decreased defense helped even more, right? So let's do this. This is a mythical team, or has a mythical champion, I should say. And we're keeping the Deacon in. My chat just said all Yakarl was doing was getting revived, which is completely true. I think I actually lose this one, by the way. This is where like a UDK would have been very good. I'm gonna place a decreased defense because he would die if I did the extra turn mechanic. So we still win. Hit the weakest target, big hit. Yeah. So now I'm finally to the point where I have one nuker. I don't need two nukers. I had the Yakarl in the team before because my Sun Wukong didn't do enough damage and I didn't have the Savage gear. To be honest, when we were building this was hard to build. We were looking at a lot of different pieces while we were on stream. Individually, the pieces are not that great. This piece is really good. We have crit damage, we have crit rate, accuracy, and attack percent. This is a perfect Sun Wukong piece because he wants all 4 of those stats. Then if we look at the shield, again, we did find crit rate, crit damage, and accuracy. I can't have attack on this piece other than with the Ascension. So that 4th stat doesn't matter that much. Maybe you want speed there would be a perfect roll, but that's an almost perfect roll. So that's a good piece. But then you'll see like this one, I don't have any crit damage. Yes, I have some attack percent, fine. With the speed boots, they're only 5-star boots instead of 6-star boots, so I lose some there. I have crit rate, but no attack percent or crit damage in the substats. Same here, no crit damage, right? I've already mentioned that. For the chest plate, I needed to use this specific chest plate to make this work. This was the most crit rate I have on the entire account on one piece. And that's because I got the triple crit rate roll. And I'm lucky enough to have crit damage and speed as a substat. And it's an attack percent chest. So I got really lucky there. I would love for this to be accuracy, but, you know, take what you can get. This is a really good piece. I'm able to make Savage around it, so I'm happy there. And then with the gauntlets, I just wanted 6-star crit damage. That was like the first thing I put on them. And I was lucky enough to get crit rate on that final roll. It's only 5%, but when I'm at 99%, every single percent of crit rate mattered. So that really helped quite a bit. And then, like I said, I already mentioned, I did have to downgrade. As far as Skinwalker goes, let me just double check that I don't have, yeah. As far as Skinwalker Slayer set goes, I didn't have any attack percent rings. I am curious if I rolled this, if a trip roll attack percent would end up being more attack or anything like that. But we only got a single roll. So this is clearly better up here. 13% plus 7% is way more than 8%. So that's fine. It was worth to see. So I had to go and lose a little bit of crit damage to get that extra 5% off of the Slayer set. So that helped make this build possible. I think it would be, the chat suggested reworking this ring. I think that would be, well, I assume they meant this ring, but that would be a big mistake, I feel like, because it's such a good ring. And as far as attack rings go on this faction, I do wonder if a reaction ring would be better. It's my own, I think it's my only ring that has attack and attack percent that's 6-star too. Rework the Slayer. Fair point. Let's do that. What filter do I have right now? Oh yeah. Oh, nope, not that. This is definitely worth reworking. Alright, I'm just curious. So I would lose 400 attack. Alright, got it. So we would lose 344 attack. And I don't think the crit damage gain from swapping would make a difference. Obviously, this gives me 15 more crit damage. The crit damage that I would get from changing ring or changing amulets would only be 7 more crit damage. And then I'd have to use that re-rolled ring. There is that other Slayer ring. What if I re-roll that one? I don't know that I want to re-roll a blue ring, though. I think I'm fine with it for now. We know what it can do. We'll hold on to that. I can also ascend this. Oh, wait, no, I can't. That's right. I'm out of the materials that I need to ascend. Good point. Slayer is hard to get. I didn't consider that. And to be honest, I don't rework a lot of gear in the first place. Yeah. No dice. So we'll stick with this for now. But I'm really happy with the changes that I made, and I wanted to share those with you guys. This video is going pretty long, and I apologize for that. There was a lot of, like, reacting to chat. This is what's so great about when I live stream in the mornings, that you can come hang out if you can, and we can chat and have these discussions, and you can have direct input on the account. But really, really happy with my Sun Wukong and what we were able to do with him. This changes my game quite a bit. Also changes my intentions. We were super high on when I pulled them, right? Constantine and Supreme Alhain. Sun Wukong does it all by himself now. So I don't know that I need to level them as... I don't think it's as necessary to level them at this point, because I'm able to do everything I need with Sun Wukong. He's still fast. He still has accuracy. It's not high, but for normal Hydra, this should be fine. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with where we are. As far as next steps, in fact, I just wanted to look at... Yeah, also get that increased accuracy here out of Bambus if I need it. Is it weird that I kind of want to build him? I know Vodka is a regular viewer of my channel and loves Bambus, but I really kind of want to build him because I like the idea. If I build him crazy fast, what's his base stats? .110 speed. I could build him very fast and have him enfeeble their nuker potentially, while also giving increased accuracy and increased attack to Sun Wukong. But I would lose decreased defense, so I don't know. I'm sure Vodka is going to comment on that one. All right, I'm going to call this a video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll keep my outro short because it's been a long video. If you like my content, please consider liking the video and subscribing. That helps me out more than you know. Number 2, tomorrow night, that is Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be pulling all of my Ancient Shards. You will see I pulled 3 Ancient Shards during the double legendary event to complete my daily quest. I like to do that sometimes when you have the daily that says summon 3 champions. I did it before reset yesterday. I used my ancients to do it because why not? You know, what if I got super lucky and I pulled double legendary during it, right? So my ancients are down to 109 instead of 111, but by tomorrow I suspect they'll be back up to 111. So 111 shards or more, depending on how Clan Boss is. Tomorrow, live right here on YouTube, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Please come check that out. I hope to see you guys there, and if not, I'll see you all in the next video. You guys have a great rest of your day. All right, my kids are already late for lunch now, so I got to get going. I'm going to end stream really quickly, but thank you so much for the support, hanging out, the chatting. You guys improved my account, but that was awesome. Thanks for the new subscriber. Was it Painmeister? I think it was. Thank you for subscribing. You got to be in my video today. That's pretty cool. So, man, yeah, what an awesome boost to my Sun Wukong. I'm like excited about playing this game again. So thank you guys so much. I'm gonna go make lunch for my kids. I will see you all. Do you want to wear your sunglasses and say bye to everybody? You can come do that. Come here. I'll put you on my lap, and then you can say.
Bye.
Oh wait. All right, look at the camera.
Bye.
Say bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
And wave bye. Wave bye. Come on. You got to get in camera.
Bye.
Okay, there we go. All right.
I put some colors in my hair, too.